Today we give you SCP-513, also known as a Cowbell. SCP-513 is a Euclid-class object that looks like an innocuous-looking bell. SCP-513 appears to have no marking or engravings and only is a rusty cowbell. Attempts to remove the rust chemically or mechanically have had no success in doing so. SCP-513 was recovered by an agent while carrying out containment reestablishment procedure MU at the site. SCP-513's clapper was firmly held in place by several strips of duct tape. A single scrap of paper was found along with SCP-513. The paper attached to SCP-513 said, "You've seen it. Now he can hear you. You've touched it. Now he can see you. Never ring it. If you hear it, he can touch you." If SCP-513 is rung and is heard by anyone nearby, it will immediately induce strong anxiety regardless of their previous mental state. The people who have heard SCP-513 ring have reported feeling watched by an unseen entity, present elevated heart rates, and blood pressure. After about 1 hour after exposure, victims begin to catch glimpses of SCP-513-1. They will see SCP-513-1 with opening doors, walking past mirrors, turning their heads, or performing any other actions resulting in a sudden visual perception change. When surveying others implies that SCP-513-1 is indeed hidden to those who have not been exposed. SCP-513 sightings of SCP-513-1 can reoccur every 14 to 237 minutes. This stalking manner inevitably generates severe sleep deprivation. Victims are repeatedly disturbed by SCP-513-1. Victims can fall asleep before SCP-513-1 physically attacks them. Upon the victim's awakening, SCP-513-1 runs as usual. This sleep deprivation, along with the mental stress caused by SCP-513-1 behavior, consistently induces paranoia, aggression, hypervigilance, and depression. All test cases but one have ended with the test subject's suicide. Explanations of SCP-513-1 impression are largely undependable. Test subjects are unable to provide complete accounts of sightings, due to their exhaustion, degraded mental health, and disruptive hypervigilance. However, all interrogations thus far indicate that SCP-513-1 is a tall, gaunt humanoid with abnormally large hands. SCP-513 is to be suspended in a 1 cubic meter block of gelatin and possessed within a soundproof, climate-controlled compartment. The gelatin must be examined day to day for any degradation or loss of goodness. An emergency assessment will be carried out directly. For an earthquake, explosion, or sonic event grade 2 or higher. Personnel conducting the examination are: if the gelatin cube displays any signs of degradation such as rips, tears, splits, liquefaction, or mold, SCP-513 is to be immediately removed and suspended within a replacement cube by a team of surgically deafened Class D personnel. No other personnel is to enter the enclosure during this process. Any cognizant beings uncovered to SCP-513 are to be observed by at least 2 security personnel at all times. Under absolutely no circumstances may exposure victims be distributed sedatives or allowed to fall unconscious. Any victim who does fall insentient is to be ceased instantly. Class D personnel is to be terminated at the first sign of mental degradation. All other exposure victims may be terminated at their request. If possible, SCP-513-1 is to be apprehended on site, anyways, that is SCP-513. So remember, if you ever see a rusted-looking bell laying around, make sure not to ring it. Because if you ring it, he can touch you. For more Euclid-class SCPs, go check out SCP-110 Subterranean City or SCP-1242 Doppelganger Virus. Anyways, subscribe for more content like this.